Here we have the F sound. The F sound is probably the easiest and most common fricative sound that people pronounce, largely because people will often do the F instead of the TH. So they'll say nothing instead of nothing, or I was thinking instead of thinking. But we'll do that in a few videos' time. Right now, we're just going to do the F. So it's a fricative sound. And the important thing to understand about a fricative sound is that the air is being squeezed between two articulators. So in this case, it's going to be your bottom lip and the bottom of your top teeth. And so the sound you're hearing is the sound of the air going through under the bottom of the top teeth and hitting against the bottom lip, like that. So if you start with a little gap between your teeth, so your jaw is a little relaxed and you might need to stretch it to get that gap, and then get your bottom lip to just come up a little bit, just to cover that gap. And so it will just go in front of the top teeth, not so the teeth are biting, like, but you want it more like, so the lip is sort of covering the very bottom of the teeth like that, and the air is going to get squeezed under here, and then you'll hear it hitting the teeth and the lip like that. So that's the F. And whenever you practice a fricative, try to hold it and go slowly into the position. You want to go slowly so that you don't clamp the lip too hard against the teeth. You don't want it to end up being like a plosive where the air builds up pressure and pops out like, but you want it more like, so you can feel the air being squeezed. So let's do our basic words. Slowly in, hold the position in the sound and feel the air flowing through, and then slowly out and continue the rest of the word. And it will go something like this. Fun. Hmm. Fun. Face. Eh. S. Ace. Friend. R. Eh. D. Friend. Food. 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 Fast. 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 Then on to our basic sentence. To find. To find. To find a friend. A friend. To find a friend is worth. Now it's a TH here, not an F on the end. So it'll be the tongue coming out, not the bottom lip squeezing against the top teeth, but the top of the tongue squeezing against the top teeth. There'll be a separate video on this, so don't feel like you have to try and get this right now. Is worth. Is to find a friend is worth a life. A l r i a life of gold. A v g a u d. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. Try to link all of the words together. Try to get this dee-dum, dee-dum. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. And move the mouth smoothly. Really slow and smooth. To find a friend is worth. I'm gonna breathe. Just once you exhale, just keep exhaling, letting the air flow out. Worth a life of gold. A bit faster. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. And we're going to get a little bit more chatty and fast with the normal rhythm that you'd use when you're talking. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. Dee-dum, dee-dum, dee-dum. Even less. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. And then play with the way you say it. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. And keep focusing on your F sounds. Slowly in, hold the sound slowly out. To find a friend is worth a life of gold. F.